not here. I don't exist.
Too busy sleeping.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I was looking at the notes. Honestly, I don't think there's really much in that little section that you missed.
I didn't think so. I'm pretty sure it was just RP, but I wasn't sure, so I just thought I'd put that there. We can erase it now, but I was just like, let me just put that there just in case.
It's good. It's accurate.
We didn't really do a whole lot last time, but I feel like we did cut our session short.
Yeah, I remember myself being at that.
Lily, that's doggy food, not yours. Oh my god, you're so abused.
Ooh, got the spoopy music playing.
Movie. It is something a little bit different though. It's almost sad.
Just in case any of y'all have any like arthritic dogs, or may in the future, there is a new medication coming out like next week called Librela. Make sure you ask your vet about it because we just had a training on it today, and it was fucking amazing. Like dogs that could not fucking walk within 2 months were sprinting.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mia's the first person signed. My dog Mia is the first one signed up for it at my work right now. But just in case, like, y'all have an animal right now that's like going through a lot of joint pain or anything like that, just make sure you ask your vet about it because some vets might not know about it yet. But just wanted to let you guys know just in case.
Take a beer back.
On her walks, and I just remember that she didn't feed her yet, so I was like, oh, let me put her food down. When she gets back for her walk, she'll have food. But now Lily keeps going over and trying to fucking eat it, and she's staring at me and then slowly inching towards it. And then when she knows I'm looking at her, she runs away again.
It sounds like our dog, Loki. Exactly.
Yeah, she's trying to eat dog food for like 10 times her kibble size.
Loki still likes to chew on things he's not supposed to. Not as much as when we first got him a year ago. But we're sitting here in the office. We live in like a multi-level house. So he tries to sneak up the stairs. And they're wooden stairs, so we hear like the click of his claw and then he stops. And he waits to see if we turn around. We're listening to everything. And he goes up another step and he turns around and looks and then he tries to like sneak. And when he's halfway up, I just turn around and look at him, and when he turns to see if we're watching, he's like, oh shit, and then comes back down.
What kind of dog is he?
He's
got a husky mix. Not all the time, only when he yawns sometimes.
Sometimes. It's usually like when you get home from work or Charlie gets home from school.
Yeah.
All the huskies that come in at work are always it's like how you can always tell if there's a husky in there is that they talk a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he doesn't do it a lot, but it's cute when he does.
How's your new dog doing?
Always trying to assert his dominance.
Is he still quiet?
No, he gets
Oh.
Get some scraps from Brewer.
Oh, and Brewer throws down, right?
Actually...
Or does he run away?
No, he kind of runs away.
His little corgi
Yeah.
butt.
Only because one is neutered and one is not.
Does he, like, stomp his feet?
Brewer does.
It's not like he has far to go.
I feel like they always say, like, the younger one or the newer one comes to the house, you know, like, less dominant, whatever. I don't believe that, because I fucking got Lily. She's, like, the size of Mia's head. And, like, Mia's terrified of her.
Let me just look at the notes here.
I had somebody come in to work today, and they got a new kitten, and their German Shepherd's terrified of it. So, like, the cat will take the German Shepherd's bed, and the German Shepherd will just, like, lay on the floor next to it and sigh really dramatically and kind of whine.
Poor baby. We could just, like, gently shove him out of the way.
Like,
Instead, he just surrenders.
the new animals just have all the audacity.
Ricky was kind of like that when he first came in. Like, they didn't fight exactly, but, like, if Lucky got a little too close.
Yeah, they got in little spats here and there.
Yeah.
Like, it was quick, like,
You know, quick,
like
like
one
bark or
growled at the
something.
other or something like that, and that's it. Out and speaking of the devil, we're talking
Yeah,
about
they're
him, so he
used
came
to
over to
each
say
other.
hi.
There's always a transition period when getting dogs, you know, close to each other, like any animals. Like I think Lily lived in our bathroom for the first like month and a half to 2 months before we let them actually interact with each other. Then even then, like we still like not to a point where it's like dangerous, but Mia will sometimes get too aggressive with moving her nose against her, like and her head is literally the size of Mia's body, or like is the size of Lily's body. So sometimes it's like this is too aggressive. You have a gigantic head, and we
Yeah.
can separate them. But for the most part, like I hear that all the time, and then they're like, my new pet is not happy with my old pet is not happy with my new pet, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Give some time, transition. If it gets to a point, here's some dog trainers. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Could live without all the fur. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Husky fur everywhere. We get tumbleweeds in the house the day after vacuuming.
Yeah, I grew up with German Shepherds, and we were like that too. So should we get a long-haired German Shepherd? Yeah, it's great.
Hi. How are you doing?
We're just waiting on Steve, right? Oh, and Ricky. Yeah, is Ricky coming?
I don't know, but we'll start once he gets here. Yeah, sure, the closing night. It's fine.
Everyone's been sick at my work lately, and one of the girls has COVID, so she hasn't been in, so I've been picking up shifts, and I'm like, it's all exhausted from it.
Yeah, I don't want to work here.
I just realized I forgot to update the, like, check-in or whatever on, was it on Roll 20 or Chronica?
Yeah, sorry, that's right.
I never do that. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't help we were out for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
What also doesn't help that I put it up until like.
Well, I mean, no harm, no foul.
But still, let's see. I understand a lot has happened in the game in the span of a very short amount of time, but I do plan on having at least. I think last session kind of ended on a relatively decent transitional point. Because the pages, you only were able to learn from Molly that Marianne was able to decipher that first part of the last page there. Something about the Wailer.
Every time he says that, I just thought of, like, Moby Dick.
Yeah, what kind of whaler are we talking about? Somebody who hunts whales or like something that's
I
screaming?
don't think so.
But it would be funnier if it was the other.
It was also funny too because Jeff, when I was determining your belated birthday gift, I was like, don't give him anything that he might find things out.
That was
Gabby
exactly
was
what
like-
I was saying when he opened it.
She was like, he got this for you for a reason. You know that, right?
There's gonna be
a clue in here.
Message. We know your brother.
There might be something in there, actually, but really there was another book that I was looking at, or rather a group of books that I was looking at that you would definitely enjoy perusing through, especially if you're looking to do something for yourself in the future. And that, unfortunately, I didn't want to give you because that would have easily.
Don't want to spoil the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't Google Call of Cthulhu the Wailer.
You're just gonna get a bunch of whale hunters. That's it.
But Chaosium recently came out with the Mount, which is a 2-book set about all the monsters of the Cthulhu mythos, as well as all the deities of the Cthulhu.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So, I bought it and I've been looking through them and holy shit. Some ones in there that are never mentioned in any of the books, or even like some of the offshoots from like other writers that have kind of built off of H.P. Lovecraft's work.
Are you gonna be using that for the Delta Green stuff, or are we still gonna do that after this?
Yeah, I'd like to do something with Delta Green for sure. Delta Green is its own book and its own rule set, so I don't know if like at all the stuff that we have in this game is transferable to it, but I'd imagine that it is in some way.
I think it's like the same feel as Pop Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Some differences.
That was the other book.
Because that would be cool if, like, our entire group of people that we're playing as now just suddenly becomes a, like a monster hunter group.
Well, so far, I mean, that's you guys have proven yourselves to be quite good at what you do. I mean, you like as your characters would surmise, you're not really investigators, quote unquote, but you as players, yeah, you know that your characters are investigators. You're playing them pretty well in that regard. You're asking the right questions. You're asking the right people the right questions. You're uncovering certain things about the town that are relevant to what's going on. So whether you should be an investigator as a detective or like an FBI agent,
Thanks.
Yeah,
I guess he did.
no dog.
Yeah, Ollie told you that he believes that there is a governmental agency known as the Outside watching over to.
Oh yeah.
Sadistic.
Another one to kill people.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, you saw an alien creature just looking at this light, please?
Oh, yeah, that's technology. They found for it. But no, this one's all about.
That's
Like, you know
weird.
about that? That keep quiet or you're dead.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, hey, we were in this dark alley for a moment. I gotta talk to you about something. Alright, is there one?
Sure.
Yeah, we're still waiting on
Ricky is back. Hey, when you would be here, because otherwise we'll just start up and fill her in.
No spare time, but that should be okay with that. Rotate popped up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, like
Might be your
Yes. And streaming too.
Yes. Alright, we're gonna just one more minute, see if it shows up.
I'm gonna. You want a beer, hon?
Yes, please. Also, I'm sharing the stream across a bunch of stream share pages on Facebook, so hopefully we get more than like 2 or 3 viewers. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Got everybody now?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're streaming, we're live, we're recording. We're gonna do the recap. Last time. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh boy.
Can do it.
Got into a scrap with a shop owner. He
Thank
was
you.
arrested promptly. Let's see. Gabriel ended up taking the shop owner's daughter, Elizabeth, to other and you ended up telling Elizabeth's mother that her husband was arrested for assaulting a police officer. And she broke down in tears, crying, and basically saying something to the effect of, finally. Yeah, she was gonna tell you all about that over some tea. She invites you inside. Let's see, over with Kate and Quinn and James and Ollie. Alphonse, I believe you went with
I think we all did, didn't we?
over at
Was muted.
the Morgan Farmstead. Ollie was back there to do a little bit investigating of his own. He had set up some cameras, some closed circuit cameras that he had planted at numerous spots around the Morgan Farmstead, unbeknownst to Reed Morgan himself. And as you guys were approaching the farm, that so because he was, well, actually this might be one thing that you may have missed, Tristan, is that he did so because Marianne and him are under the impression that something's going to happen soon and he wants to catch it. He had like a little sneaking suspicion that because Penley was in this direction, he wanted to catch wildlife and, well, other things in real time.
I do remember you telling us that he was a voyeur, though. Just not that kind of voyeur. Like, you literally were like when he said that he started doing it as a teenager, he just like watching people.
Yeah, he sets them up at all over the place, you know, and especially Reese. You're not really sure his connection to Reese quite yet, but he seems to be very well connected to him in some way. Ollie tells you that the Morgan Farmstead is what he calls a dead zone. He's unable to transmit any data from his cameras that he has set up over the airwaves like normal. He's not sure why. He has
It's muted.
Can you hear my stream? Like, does it sound okay?
I have not tried
That's
it.
when he told you all to get your asses in the car so you can leave. You did so. You drove back to town. Ollie gives you the pages,
I
Kate.
mean, all I hear is this.
And he tells you about how there's apparently some kind of chronological schematic of some kind on the
Not well.
page.
Turn off the NVIDIA thing.
Line of events or some kind of maybe like a cycle of some kind.
That's better.
And yeah, we'll pick it up right with Gabe and Tommy and Alphonse going into Christine's house.
Also, possibly, probably not related, but Tommy's little lady is being abused probably because she's got bruises or she's into some bad shit and she's got a knife. So that might come up later.
Seems to be. All right. So Christine wipes away a couple tears, kind of slight smiles at you guys on her stoop, and she just opens the door wider and she says, "Come in, come in.
I go in.
I got a pot of tea on for you." And you guys walk inside. It's typical for a layout that is of some of the buildings around this area. You'll notice at the northern end of the town, there's a lot of really scrunched together homes. They're all kind of built into each other. There's no real separation like a yard or a fence or anything like that, other than the front yards having their own tiny little fences. So these buildings are not exactly private. So you're looking as you walk inside her house, and I mean, this is your nature, both of you as investigators and law enforcement. You're just kind of looking around, and you notice that some people are actually watching you. Like, there's a couple people out in their lawns.
There's only one it would be just Gabe would be the only investigator, like law enforcement. The others weren't. Like, Tommy was in the gang, and then Alphonse is a vet.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're not there. Okay, yeah, Gabe. You know, just typical law enforcement stance here. You're just keeping an eye out. And you do notice that you're being watched by not a lot of people, but definitely some. Most are just standing outside their homes watching. You notice even a couple of them almost... what's the word I'm looking for here? Almost staring at you.
Like
in a
blank
strange
stare?
way. Yeah, like blank stare, like they know who you are. You actually know who most of them are too. You've met them before. But this is the first time you've seen a look on their faces that could denote mistrust. With you, at least.
That's
And
odd.
so you step inside, and Christine closes the door behind all you. She, you notice her house is pretty clean. You walk inside, and you're immediately in the living room. There's a nice beige upholstered couch. There's a coffee table with lovely candles and a few books, kind of neatly feng shuied on it. And there's a flat screen TV that is up against the wall, sitting on an entertainment stand. There's a few speakers, like big ones, like we're talking an actual entertainment system with multiple speakers, like 5.1 stuff. It's fairly nice. And then just ahead is the kitchen where she leads you in. She's got the overhead light that's directly above the dining table. And you can see that there is a pot on the stove that is just now starting to come to a boil, and you hear the whine, the kind of the whistling as she pulls it off of the heat. And she pulls down a few cups from the cupboard, And she says, English tea or black?
English for me.
Good choice. And she gives everyone their respective choices. Fills up the cups with water. Sugar, honey.
Honey.
A little sugar for me.
She gets out both, sets them on the table. And Elizabeth comes just kind of prancing in. She seems to be in a decent mood. I mean, she's with her new friends. And she got to have a cool little ride in a squad car. So she's a little giddy. She goes up to the refrigerator, opens it up, reaches in, grabs a carton of milk, and pulls it down. She has her own cup that is always set out on the counter, it looks like. And she just kind of goes over to it, reaches up, grabs it, and then she walks over to the table where you guys are sitting. She puts the cup on the table, fills it up with milk. She appears to be pretty responsible for her, despite her being a little kind of maybe developmentally challenged or slow. She knows what she wants, and she gets what she wants when she wants it, it seems. Anyways, Christine, she takes a pretty light sip off of her mug and puts the mug down onto the table. And let's see here. Let's get... Alright, so she looks at you first, Gabe, and she says, Tell me what happened.
Say Gabe will tell her what happened, just leaving out the more crazy
Grim
parts.
details? Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the crazy part is like with the sound and whatnot.
Right, the sound, yeah.
Yeah.
She says, well, I wish I could say it's not like him. But it is. Thank the Lord he was caught this quick. And he did it to a police officer. I'm really sorry that this happened to you. It should have been me, not you.
Oh no, he would have told her it was Emmeline that he did it to, not him.
No, no, you mean, Kate?
Kate.
Yeah, Kate.
Mixing up games, I like it.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Emmeline? What the fuck?
Emmeline was from Blaze in the Dark.
Okay, I was like, which character was that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's all he would have just said.
Okay. He says, she says, I think I've seen her around. Young, redhead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Jacob. Well, I can't say that this cup of tea is going to make up for everything. But it's the least I can offer for now. Do you have any more questions for me? I feel like I have a lot I could give you, but... Normally I wouldn't speak about such things to just anyone, even law enforcement, but now that he's been arrested, I feel I can speak freely.
Honestly, say whatever you feel like you want to say. I write it down, and I will give it to the proper place.
It's just so strange, you know, he was going to church more often, and he was tending to the store. I thought he needed the space. And I certainly didn't want to be a part of his cycle of anger. So I tried my best to stay out of his way. But you see, and you can see, like, now that you're looking at her more closely, there's a lot of, like, old bruises on her.
Oh boy.
Kind of like darkened patches of skin that are just barely on the purplish tinge.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go get my dinner real quick. Can somebody like take notes and then send them to me so I can like eat while we're doing stuff instead of taking notes?
That'll be
Or type,
yeah.
or I don't know. Just until I'm done eating. I'll be here. I'm just gonna be eating.
Okay. Are you
Also
good with
recording,
that,
too.
Gabby? Or? Yeah, we are recording too and all.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
then I can just listen later. That's fine.
Yeah, so he swig of her tea, and she reaches over and starts patting Elizabeth on the head, and just kind of stroking her hair, and she says, "He never touched her. I wouldn't allow that. He just grew more and more violent over the days and weeks of... Well, ever since he had his little accident."
Accident?
Yeah, she kind of shifts a little bit in her chair, almost as if she's uncomfortable talking about it.
Do
But
I know that what happened? I'm just curious because police officer and whatnot.
Yes. Let's go with just a straight up no, which is an education.
Yeah, okay. Oh, there it is.
Hey,
Ooh, I
you made it.
just passed.
What the fuck?
You know.
How often does that happen? Jesus.
Honestly,
Okay.
that's as rare as a crit.
This must have slipped your mind. But a few weeks ago, Jacob got not arrested, but detained and questioned, involving another assault that took place elsewhere. You can't remember where it was. You think it was at the White Horse. Can't quite know specifically, but he was in a scrap with someone else. And
Okay.
yeah.
I was then said gave that to, yeah, I remember.
Yes, it's just so strange. He never used to be this way. He's changed. I don't know, I really wish church would have been a good alternative for his lifestyle and get him away from his own problems. Share his burdens with others.
Not to intrude, but have you seen any changes in your daughter as well?
No. None that I find to be strange. I've known...
Like drawing stuff?
Oh, she always draws. She's actually quite the artist.
Kind of shift my eyes at Gabe.
Why? Did she draw something that was inappropriate?
No, just some random children drawings here and there. Though he might be just saying in case she has ever drawn anything weird in the past. Could be some signs of something mentally. Without her being able to comprehend it.
Yeah, you look to Christine. She's what?
Would that be like a deception though? Because she did draw weird stuff, and he knows she drew weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would apply.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm just
No, you're right.
If you're gonna lie about it, I feel like.
Yep, and I actually probably should have picked that out as a lie too, but I was thinking about her next response. So, yeah,
Sorry, crazy,
me
I
a
love
deception for sure.
Where there's no deception.
Well, it's not really a deception. It's more like a fast talk or a Oh boy, what is that? Let's see, we have... You could do a charm, you could do a fast talk, and you could probably do... Yeah, that's it. Charm or fast talk. I would say it's more a fast talk.
Okay. Well, I got a low. Yeah, 5 on this. Huh.
Wow, that was really close. Do you want to spend any luck to bring that down?
Yeah. That's 8, right?
5 just 5. Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, I'll spend the 8.
Okay. Take 8 out of your total luck, please.
45.
She says, "Oh, she's just drawn. Well, never comes to mind, I guess. I don't really know what she thinks half the time, but she seems to be enjoying it, and I don't interrupt her. It's not really my place to do so. She doesn't really have many things that she can find happiness and solace in these days."
Well, she still has
It's
shield.
one of the spells you can learn.
I simply keep the boat
It's one of
floating.
the spells you can learn in the game.
Oh, go figure. You-
Maybe
Does that mean that you're a spellcaster?
I won't be
in
adrift
real life?
anymore.
Are you a mage or something?
Are you enjoying your tea? I can get you something. Do you want any biscuits?
I'm okay.
Biscuits.
I don't know.
She's delicious, ma'am.
Biscuits
All I can
meaning
think of is
cookies.
sleep.
Because this is
so bad
Wales.
right now, but I can't.
Yep.
And so, anyways, it's. Do you have any more questions for her? Otherwise, she's probably just going to have you sip your tea and chit chat, and we'll go to the others.
I got nothing unless you guys got something.
Oh,
I have nothing.
Tommy.
Finishing tea.
Okay, finishing the tea. Things are going all right. As you guys continue finishing your tea, you notice that Elizabeth grabs a. She goes into the other room, comes back out with a large drawing pad. It has just multiple sheets of pages on it, and she walks up to you, Gabriel, and she says, "You liked my other drawing, right? Do you want to see my others?"
Yes. I would take a look. You guys as well? As he looks at his other 2 friends.
He almost blurts out, "Oh my god!" But like cups his hand. Sure.
It's like,
Gabriel.
goddamn kids.
Yep, Gabriel will flip through it. Hoping
Oh,
he
boy.
doesn't see anything else weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're gonna,
Shit.
but we're gonna save that. Meanwhile, Ollie is kind of. You don't really know where his head is at. He was this tough guy, kind of punk ass kid that, smokes cigarettes constantly, always getting in people's faces, always brawling, always being that tough guy persona. But now, after his little brush with a feeling that he very much did not like, he just simply stares out the front windshield of his Corolla, this beat up piece of shit Corolla that everyone's kind of thrown into, and you're driving back to town away from the Morgan farmstead. And he's just kind of smoking a cigarette. You can see tips of his fingers are shaking a little bit. He's anxious. Skittish, maybe. And he reaches into his pocket, his little leather jacket pocket, that is, and he pulls out multiple memory sticks. And he reaches into the back seat where you are, James, and he says, "Here, see what you can do with these."
All right, I'll take a look.
Let's see. This would also be an interesting test to see if you can sort of live up to his expectations as well, vice versa. Roll me a computer use, because this shit is encrypted.
Do I really
Okay.
need to at this point?
Well, I think I remember seeing somewhere in the book, don't quote me, but I think when you first create your character, you can't have a skill that is above 90, if I'm not mistaken. But you're totally fine. I mean, you've been doing this is your career, and you've been doing this forever. So, yeah, it's child's play. You know, cracking through that encryption barrier, and he just looks at you and says, okay, you right in there." Clears his throat, takes another drag off his cigarette, and you're looking through. You can only really check one at a time because your laptop only has one slot. And we're not talking a flash drive, we're talking an actual SD card.
Like from a camera?
Yep. And what? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was burping a bit. My bad.
You also notice that you might have a bit to go through because looking at the SD cards, all 4 of them are 1 terabyte space, and they've been running for an unknown amount of time.
All right, I'm going to be here for a while then.
So anyways, I mean, yeah, this is definitely a project that will be ongoing, and something you and Ollie will personally have to monitor when you get to a safe space to do so. But he did want to see if, go ahead.
Sorry. Did you want me to change my computer use to 90? Because I can do that.
I think for the...
I think the max was 99.
I
can check if you want.
I don't think it's 99. Yeah, because in the book it states someone who has a 99 skill level or 100 to be just... There is no other authority in the world but you.
I don't want to be, at a super advantage here. I know that I'm supposed to be good with computers, but I also don't want to be, godlike either.
Yeah, I remember what Zim was talking about, the, character creation. There is a thing that says in your character creation you can't go past a certain number. I cannot remember what it is, but I feel like it was, in the 70s. But I'm probably wrong, but I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, so I was going to say, if someone wants to be that person and check it out, I would be more than happy to allow any changes. But for now, let's drop it to 90. Go ahead and add those 10 points anywhere else you want.
I also don't care enough. If you have a 90, I don't care because it helps us out. It's more it's going to help.
Well, also I want to get the suspense in there. What if you do fail? I mean, what if you fuck up and somehow delete everything? That would suck. Shit, I just actually hit the delete key. Go into your... Oh shit, I accidentally deleted out of the recycle bin. Damn it!
Alright, I put my 10 points into fast talk.
There you go, that's a good one.
Okay. Alright, oh, wow, okay. I like it. Okay, so... Ollie is not at all surprised that you're able to just get right into those and check everything out. Everything seems to be accessible. Just perusing briefly through a number of the files that are on each of the cards, you don't notice any break spots or anything crazy, but he gave you 4 cards. Once you get to the 3rd one, which you're not sure where exactly he took this out of, but as soon as you start up the card and check out the video, you see that this is the stable camera.
Okay.
At first, you see a lot of footage of Reese just tending to his You see a lot of footage of Reese just tending to his horses.
Are these images or videos?
They're video.
Okay.
It's like meant to be low capacity footage, just kind of something that's grainy and
Like
not
in a hunter's
high
camera?
quality. Yeah.
So any camera ever used to film Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster?
Yes. Stuff where you just kind of look at it like, okay, I think that's Reese. Not like, oh yeah, that's fucking Reese. So yeah, you see Reese coming in and out all the time of the stables, tending to his horses, especially Dynamo. You see him feeding them. You see him bringing in bales of hay. You see him moving some stuff around. You see him leaving the stables every night and going into the farmhouse. You see sort of the darkness kind of swell over the camera and kind of cut off your vision a little bit. And this happens for a good amount of time, like few days at least. You just go through the cycles, same routine Reese goes through. Just goes in, feeds the horses, takes them out, brings them back in, feeds them, goes in for the evening, takes them out, so on and so forth.
Can I look for like a pattern? And I'm assuming he does this on a certain time of the day too, right?
Yes, he gets up very early. It looks like you see the timestamp on the videos as somewhere around like 4 a.m. Every time that he gets up and tends to the horses. And every time he does so, you notice that there is a light, a light switch that he uses to illuminate the stables when he comes in early on in the morning when it's still dark. You continue going through the footage, and you notice that one night he forgets to turn off the light when he leaves the stables. And he goes inside.
So I'll look into that file then.
Mm-hmm. And you look at the timestamp. This video was dated last week.
So this will be like right around the time before all this stuff went down, right?
Right around the time, just slightly after the massacre in Penley.
Okay.
But before Reese.
And you notice the video kind of flickers a little bit, distorts. Some lines jut across the screen and break the image. And you see it flicker back into focus. And a figure comes into view. Just enters the stables by the main entrance, nonchalant,
The Wailer.
kind of wearing dark clothing again. You think it looks, and you presume that it is the same entity that you've seen in several of these images before.
That's what I'm thinking.
You see him get particularly close to one of the support beams of the stables. And
I already know what's going to happen.
well, yeah, you do.
He's going to put that mark there, isn't he?
You see the image distort once more, and all of a sudden he's, I shit you not, there's a chill that shoots down your spine when you see this. He is floating above the ground,
Interesting.
a good 2 or 3 feet up, so he can reach to where he is now carving this symbol into the post. You don't see anything else. He's not standing on a ladder. He is fucking floating. Either that or this video is edited.
Can I look at the timestamps? Are there any timestamps on the video? Like, can I compare that against when the file was edited?
Well,
Just
you
to
look
see
at
if it
was
was
it?
edited, you know?
Yeah,
I was like,
go ahead.
I was about to say, if we just grabbed it from the camera, unless somebody went in, edited it, put it back in the camera, it wouldn't have been edited, would it?
Yeah, that would be true. But
Yeah, that's
you
a
do
good
look
point.
at the actual source file and any sort of audit files behind it, and you notice that there is only one actual sort of entry, and that is when Ollie started the recording. There has been no stopping, no editing, no replacement of any footage, no altering of any kind.
Is there a chance that I can pause the video when it becomes distorted to see if there's anything hidden?
Roll me a... Let's go with something along the lines of not computer use, because that's not necessary. Anyone can press a space bar to pause something. But let's go with... How about...
Spot hidden?
No, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Where is that?
Just to... It's in your skills there somewhere. I think it's the middle column.
There it is. Failed miserably.
No! Damn. That's... Wow, okay. I'll tell you what. Thank you for actually kind of fake rolling that bonus penalty, because you just reminded me of bonus dice and penalty dice.
I didn't
Gabe?
do that.
No, I know. Gabe did. Or Crazy did.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm
No, that
going
was
to
you, Zim.
I'm going to introduce...
That was literally you, Zim.
Oh, it was. Okay, I guess I must have pressed something.
You
Shit.
reminded yourself.
He's in Crazy's sheet, looks like.
Yeah.
I am in you.
Also,
Okay.
I need an adult.
Nope.
I found it. The thing about the skills.
Oh, you did? Okay, what is it?
Okay. There's no real limit unless you wanted to it. It says here the human potential is a 99, while the
Yep.
rolls allow for a maximum score of 90. But
Okay,
you can set the limit to whatever you want to.
Oh, so maybe
Okay,
it was
then we'll
like one
do
of those
90.
Maybe it was like one of those things where it was like an example, because I remember seeing somewhere that it said, "Don't put it past this number." So maybe it was just like
Yeah.
one of
So
those
I
things
should
where it's
just
like,
keep it at
say
90
that
then?
Sally has this.
Yeah, keep it at 90, that's fine.
Yeah, because
Alright.
the dice rolls only allow for a maximum score of 90, so I think that was the thing you saw, Tristan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather do this the right way instead of, the
No, it's...
fluff
I know.
way.
And even with that, the only thing I found it wasn't an option roll, so it
Yeah.
even have a clear description.
Okay. Alright, then here we go. Let's see. So I was just going to offer the first opportunity in this campaign for a bonus die. So I'm going to give you a bonus die because you're proficient with computers and you've been doing this forever and you're quick with your hands, you got good reflexes. So go ahead and roll a bonus die. That's basically another tens die.
So just 1d10?
What I think...
How do I roll a bonus die?
So, see how it says bonus penalty on the bottom of that box there that you just rolled?
You rolled that, not me.
God, no. The failure that you had on the sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah.
Click that. There you go. So... Wow.
Still failed miserably.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, forget it ever happened, everybody. Don't mind me.
Mulligan?
Alright, so it's very, very hard to pause it just in time, because every time that you try and pause it at that exact moment where the screen flickers, it almost seems like it moves in the actual runtime of the video. Like it changes position. But regardless, you're still staring at a figure that has this pretty substantially sized knife that they are carving this symbol into the post. And the screen flickers again. The figure is back down on the ground. And then it looks up at the camera as if he or it or they know that they are being watched. But this is a past recording. Oh, interesting. Regardless, roll a spot hidden, please. What the fuck was that noise? Hang on.
Hey, alright. I got a good roll this time.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Is that a gunshot?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, there was just a really fucking loud noise outside.
Do you want to take 5
Do you
to
live
check
in
it
the
out?
boonies?
Hang on, yeah, let me just... Yeah, 2 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Don't forget your
wanna make
bulletproof
sure, like-
vest.
Oh my god. Well, I do have a gun, so...
And don't forget to tape the gun to the corgi.
I didn't know you.
Yeah,
I didn't know you
it's
had
like
a
you,
gun.
me. Oh yeah, I own a gun.
Be safe.
Oh yeah. Well, I live in Franklin. I mean, God, that's like...
Good old Skanklin.
Yeah, it's it's Boston busy.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll be right back.
Nope, everything else is getting spooky.
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything in this book that John got me for my birthday that would pertain to this game. But I haven't
Okay.
found anything yet.
But did you look at the summons?
I've been
Okay.
kind of perusing through a lot of different stuff. I did see some of the summoning spells.
Ah, yes, summonings.
There's your
Calling
Use your
forth
hand.
things.
There's your hand.
Extreme success, okay. Extreme success. God damn it. I feel like I have to give it
Crazy.
to you now.
You know what
don't
I was
have
thinking
to. It's your
of?
choice.
I was Pop Cthulhu is the one that has the thing where you can't get your character creation, you can't do more than whatever point.
Pulp
I think it's Pop
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu. Pulp
Probably.
Cthulhu. I think that's what
What
I'm
is
thinking
that?
of.
I've never heard of that.
That's what we
It's
played last time.
yeah, it's a alternative rule set that Chaosium put out. That it just kind of makes your characters a little more beefier, a little bit more heroic, if that makes sense.
But instead of it being during the end, it was every single session you got to re-roll your skills, or do the thing at the end where you roll the skills, and then if you pass or if you fail, then you get to add more points to it. So I think that's why at the beginning they tell you can't have an unlimited, because you're going to be rolling after every single session to try and increase them anyways.
So I can't, use my laptop with my 100 computer skill to beat the shit out of a monster and automatically kill it every single time then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, it would probably break after the first try. So.
But my skill is so high that I just know where to hit it.
So no, it's not that I don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and tastefully reveal this. So I know I told you guys that this game would probably last up to a year. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that long.
Because we're good.
I mean, you don't
'Cause
have
you're
to
just-
reveal it if you want to keep it going longer. I'm okay
No,
with
it's
that.
no, it's all right. Only because time is of the essence in this particular campaign. It's not like a slow roll like some of the other campaigns that you can get into with these sorts of entities. This is more like, okay, it's happening, and it's gonna happen until a certain point, and then it's done.
Okay.
So I kind of took a similar approach with the last game. But anyways.
The last game, we just weren't following the clues.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So this time you are following the clues, and you're getting these fucking successes, like and extreme ones at that, in the very precise, exact moments that you should get them, and it's
Heck
crazy.
Nice.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
So,
Virtual high
James,
five.
with your extreme success, you find a brief moment where the figure is kind of stopping its movements and looking up at the camera. There's a little bit of a surge in the overhead light in the stable, just briefly illuminating more of this figure's face.
Oh boy.
And apparently my shit doesn't want to respond to
So are you
my...
gonna reveal its face?
No. I am going to... Okay, it's still doing it. What the fuck? This is stupid.
Do you need
Do you need
suspenseful
suspenseful
Sup,
music?
Kyle?
No. No, anyways, this will be fine. For a brief moment, the light catches the bottom portion of this person's face, as well as the nose and a little bit of
Tentacles.
the
Tentacles.
left eye. And you've seen this person before. You can't. It just takes a moment to click. And that's when it clicks into place. The person that has been doing this and potentially
One of the
connected
referees, I bet.
with the massacre at Penley is none other than the vicar.
I called it, y'all. I called it. Told y'all he was evil.
How is
You
he
see
floating?
him smile at the camera before it blacks out. And then suddenly the camera feed just simply stops and it goes to black screen. The camera's, or rather the feed is still running and the video length is still
Is that
going.
the priest?
Huh?
Is that the priest?
But you just see black
Vicar, yeah.
on the feed.
We have his cell
This
phone
dude right
number.
here?
Yes.
Mm.
We have his number.
Say something slightly off topic real quick.
Uh-huh.
Zim, you've scarred me so badly with esoterica that I was expecting this to be a member of the party.
No, I
Everyone
I
else
didn't
is
make you-
Surprised.
I didn't make you guys do anything with your characters. You did it on your own in esoteric.
But he looks like such a nice
Listen!
guy. Wait, does he have like tentacles and shit like they did in the Call of Cthulhu game?
I mean,
during daytime.
I mean, can you not already tell that I have an aversion to religious things?
Yeah.
We knew that before playing games.
Thanks, Mom.
I know, right? Jesus.
Getting personal.
Personal here.
I'm not gonna lie. Some personal things do come out in these games, but you know, let me do.
Just let me do
It's
it.
just a
What?
Just a little
influence,
influence. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's okay.
just
There's
exactly.
there's a reason Zara
judgment
always
here,
makes
it's
fun of the
okay.
gods.
There's also a permanent record of this being
recorded,
recorded, so
quit while you're
quit
ahead.
while you're
It's
ahead.
only a story.
That's-
It's only a story. All of
Yep.
this is
Yep.
fiction.
Mom, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this in the future. Just know it
Same.
wasn't you, even though maybe it kind of was.
Oh my god.
It was just fiction. This is all a story. Don't listen to him, Mom.
For the record,
Love you.
I didn't stop him.
He did it
He
anyway.
did it
Same
anyway.
if my mom is listening, I am still a Christian. Definitely a Christian, a Baptist, yes.
Not
paper.
all religious people are
Indeed.
bad, but I'm just gonna say there certainly are some.
And if mine is hi.
Also, if I want to get really technical, technically the vicar is Anglican, which is a bit more accepting as far as religions go. But, anyways, yeah, you see, it's just shiver down your spine. You're like, shit, this guy is a religious leader in our town.
I literally put it in the paranoia board. I probably some of it though might be wrong. Like I said, he was searching for a way to resurrect his sister, but like I did say I thought it was him. So I just want it on the record that paranoia board was correct.
I saw it. You'll find out why soon enough. But yep, you see him just give that creepy ass fucking smile, and then the video goes blank, and your computer shuts off.
Oh boy.
Kind of the same effect that happened back at your place when you were looking at the Penley massacre.
All right. Well, I guess
And
I'm
anyways,
gonna tell
Ollie's
everybody what
looking-
I just saw.
Yeah, Ollie's looking at you through the rear view. You tell everybody. Well, Ollie is going to say, "The fucking vicar? Are you fucking kidding me?"
Kate's just gonna like mumble in her breath something about like, this is why you never trust priests.
I've known the vicar for. Right. He's a self-righteous piece of shit, but I gotta tell you, just, he does a lot for this community, and
I mean, is it possible that the vicar is not like acting on his own behalf?
so I think we got to possibly translate the rest of these pages. We need to figure out how this Wailer operates. And, is there anything from Kate at this point?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then we are going to say, as you guys pull into town and swing up the main strip there towards the White Horse, let's take it briefly back to Gabriel and Alphonse and Tommy.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Elizabeth presents to you her lovely sketchbook. And she opens to the first page. At first, it's just, kind of pretty simple. Houses, the sun, trees, grass, stuff like that. And as the pages go on, she's just like smiling at you, beaming, hoping that you like them. And there's a few that start to jump out as, okay, this not particularly normal. Like, for example, you see a drawing of a person in a chair, but there's X's for eyes.
I choke a little.
So tries to hold on this little smile for her.
Yep. And then finally you start to see these weird kind of... You're not sure if they're images of what someone is seeing or what she's seeing, but they do appear to be first-person perspectives. Sometimes you see stuff like a kid sitting on a swing in the playground and nobody else is around, and this appears to be from the perspective of like behind a tree, just like peering at this kid from behind a tree, like creepily. And then you have stuff that kind of borders on almost alien, like weird figures that she's drawn that instead of limbs like hands, arms, and feet and legs, these things just have tentacles, long, muscular tentacles that kind of look like they're writhing on the page alone. Like you stare at them long enough and they seem to move.
I think besides that artifact, I feel like Gabe would just think these are more children drawings out of the weird ones.
You keep going through, you just keep getting different examples of the same thing. And then at the last page, right before the new one that she's been drawing on, you see a really vivid depiction. Hard lines, really dark colors of this almost octopoid looking entity. A massive center bulbous head with different portions of its body stretching out into multiple tentacles of different sizes and shapes.
Alright, you're very artistic.
At the center of this drawing, this figure, or whatever it is, there is almost this, she's shaded in very expertly this sort of open maw where a mouth would be. There's no jaw, no hinge or anything like that would depict a mouth itself. It just seems to be open and gaping. She looks at you. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Especially these last two. When did you start drawing them?
Do you like it?
I don't know. I draw what I see.
Tomorrow's gonna be rainy. We're just gonna dress for it.
Oh my god. I just had a brilliant idea, and I'm not gonna tell anybody anything.
I'm still gonna go.
Oh, I wish I had.
Then why say anything?
Sunday's sold out.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow.
Because it just
So we
builds
just need to
into
dress for it. Dress
the
for
rest of
muddy,
things.
Dress for the things.
Do I know an interesting thing, Zim?
What's that?
Remember when you said I could have like a weird coin that my guy just found that had like a weird Cthulhu face on it?
Yep.
Does this also look the same?
It looks similar, no, but this actually looks like a head with just tentacles coming off of it. You're not sure if it's like the thing's body or if it's just a head, but it looks like it's just a head.
What the fuck are they talking about?
You're not sure.
What are they talking about?
I think we should kill this little girl before it gets too bad. We made the mistake last time to not kill her, so.
Jesus Christ.
No, this one she might just be a psychic.
You're not there. You can't kill her. You're not there.
We didn't kill the little girl last time. The world ended.
There's no children dying, damn it.
Last time.
I didn't hear anything from anyone.
Sorry, Ricky. Go ahead. What was that?
We should kill the girl.
Absolutely
not.
I'm
No.
I will be
a human shield.
What I gotta roll? Like a fucking a strength check to like kill this girl? Like
Strangulation?
This is like one of those.
Yeah.
Really
you're gonna have to fight me, Ricky.
This is one of those crazy, like, fucking tense scenes where people are divided.
I had all those.
I made this character to fight people, dog.
First off, you guys, I mean, this is all, of course, out of game speculation. I would require that you guys would play your characters appropriately. But
save this little.
Also, you have no need to fear the kid.
I knew that.
I'll probably hear what she's drawing.
She's just a conduit. She's aware of things.
She's gonna be the next Lovecraft.
Alright, and no, I'll be honest with you. I actually, if things go well, I was planning on having her be sort of a central theme to the Delta Green campaign.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what?
No, you need her.
Yeah.
So don't kill her.
So no killing.
No
Tommy.
killing, Tommy.
Don't
Well,
worry.
No, here's the thing though. That's just my plan. I can't even tell you how many times I have had plans that have been royally fucked by players who just went their own way, and that's fine. That's the game.
Loop
That's
that
how you're
body.
supposed to do things. But I need to have contingencies for things, and if things go awry for this little girl, she'll be dead. Of course, she'll be dead. But if they don't, she does seem to be exhibiting some features here that would be a nice thing to have, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But for right now, she isn't drawing any of the bad symbols. Just some odd stuff.
Just
Okay.
this really weird, fucking creepy thing that looks like an octopus, but far more menacing and with an actual open maw for a mouth.
Well, Gabe will hand it back to her, give her a little smile, and say, "Well, those are some interesting drawings."
You
Really?
like it?
Yeah, they really grab my attention. As he tries to be nice as he can to her.
Thank you, officer.
You're welcome.
Alphonse is yellow face. He can't say anything right now.
Alphonse is like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, Tommy's out here like, nah, this girl is like, I've seen horror movies from this girl. Like, dog, we need to fucking kill this kid. Not kill him, but like,
Do not
he's a little
kill her.
scared. Yeah, he's a little scared of the girl. He's like, no, this isn't, this isn't normal.
Christine looks at you, Tommy, as you say that, and she says, please, just compliments only, at least for now.
But wait, no, I didn't say those things out loud.
Oh, I got you, okay. Because otherwise she was going to say, she's probably
Get the fuck out of
aware
my
of what you're feeling. No, it's actually more like she's aware of what you're feeling because
Please don't kill my
she's
daughter.
also seen these things. I mean, her daughter probably shows her these things. You can
So
see
she
the
lied
look
to the
on.
cop
No,
because she said that her daughter didn't do anything.
that's
The drawings
because-
were fine.
okay. If you had a daughter, would you protect her or not?
I'm just saying,
You might
if she's
be
gonna
able to-
possess
I
me
would
and kill me in my
absolutely protect
sleep,
her.
no.
You might gloss over some things.
Listen, if
Or
she's
you
gonna
can't
kill
even
me,
allow
the
it.
minute the minute my child comes to me with creepy drawings, she's going to an exorcist. I'm sorry. It's
Well, think
I've seen
about it
enough
this
horror
way.
movies to know where that goes.
But think about it this way: she might be thinking it might be something to do with her husband and their whole traumatic stuff messing with her.
yeah, that's true. That's
And probably,
true.
yeah, probably doesn't want her to get taken away because of this.
That's fair.
You do know in Overton that there's
CPS.
really no serious mental health support system. So it's actually grown increasingly hard over the years. It is one thing that the council's trying to tackle as a problem. Especially now, seeing as, I mean, there's a fucking massacre, the next town over, like, hundreds of people died. So,
I bet the church is probably feeling pretty busy.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
actually, well, that's the thing. This is all piecing together in your head now. If this is thrown even the most devout fucking Christian as well as the most atheistic person in the world into a church to try and make sense of what's going on and seek some sort of solace in the turmoil. And you're the vicar who holds sermons
Preaching
and
all this
seems to
weird
be
crap.
possibly preaching, possibly even working with this entity. There is bound to be some fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, coming from somebody who in real life comes from a small town with like no mental health support, the church literally like is the only thing that
Rules.
people can go to. Like,
Yeah, they rule.
They basically are able to be like, oh, you need support for your mental health or you're going through a hard time, come to our church. Listen, here's this. Oh, by the way, we also need a
Right
tithe.
away.
Like,
Mhm.
this is like a common issue throughout history is the church taking advantage.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Cthulhu?
I dig.
Like, no, tell me about him.
Wailer.
It's like, oh shit, I actually didn't think you were gonna say anything. I thought you were gonna close the door on me. Alright, I'll tell you about Cthulhu.
Well, Papa gave thank her mom for the tea. I think.
Yep.
And I'll make sure to give this to my fellow officers too, to add to the report. But I must be off now, miss.
Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you liked the tea. And thank you for being so kind to Elizabeth. She loves company. We just don't get many anymore.
I'm sure we'll be back soon.
You're just like staring like sarcastically. Like
Just staring with a dead face, like, I'm sure we'll be back soon.
we'll be back soon.
Well, have a good day to you both.
Oh, thank you. You too. Just please watch the step on the way out.
Don't let the door hit you
Such
on
a
the
mom
ass on the
thing
way
to
out.
say.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mom, damn it. And she takes care of a special needs child.
You
You never stop parenting, even other people that aren't your kids.
That's right.
Yep. Well,
So
And-
I would like to make an amendment to my credit rating since there's no mental health. Kate's the only psychologist in the town. I'm sure she makes bank.
She's actually,
Actually, you know what? I would
She
agree
will
with
now.
that.
Really?
I would agree with that. No, you are. That sounds good.
You just got richer.
What's your current credit rating?
What is it?
My
you
current
just got
credit
richer?
rating
Yeah, I did.
is
I did?
a 40.
No.
A 40. Roll me a d20.
Mhm.
come on, one.
Let's go. It says rolling the dice. 7.
All right. 47.
Oh man, okay. Good for me. I get more then. Still good.
No, I would agree with that. That does make sense, as you are, like you said, the sole psychiatric
You're busy.
You're busy.
sort of remedial person within the town.
How do you have
all this time to work with the police?
I
If
know.
only it were that easy to get rich in real life, you know?
I know. It's just like, hey, I'm
This
gonna
is
do
actually
this.
Kate's vacation time.
Solving
Solving crimes.
I'm
Her
moonlighting as
obsession
an
with her brother is
investigator.
really there.
So relaxing.
So relaxing.
Well, by day I'm a therapist, but by night I also investigate Cthulhu murders.
So you leave. What? What's up?
Actually, as we're walking down there and her door is closed, I'll call up Kate.
Okay, on the cell phone.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Kate, as you guys are rounding the bend back onto Main Street there, you feel a buzzing in your pocket. Alright, I'm gonna change some music. This is way too epic right now. It's like,
Pretzels.
Kate is just gonna answer the phone and be like, hello.
Hey Kate, it's me, Gabe. We just got through dropping off Elizabeth, and well, I think we found out Another weird thing to add to the chalkboard. To the board.
Oh, well, do I have a weirder thing for you?
Let's meet up. Are you still at the farmhouse?
No, we just come across Main Street. Maybe we should meet somewhere private. We could all meet at my house.
Let's. And then you'll say, see you soon, and hangs up.
Okay.
Hanging out. Beep.
Kate, just as you hang up, you hear a squelch over your radio. Thomas.
Answer it. Wait, who's Thomas?
Sorry, not Thomas.
Aaron?
Aaron, right. Sorry. I was thinking
Thomas
of a
is a
different
new recruit nobody likes.
Aaron, yeah, he
Just coffee, Thomas.
Oi, Kate. You alone?
No, I'm in the back of a car with a madman who does not know how to drive. She says pointedly.
He says, I got some bad news from the inspector. Can't talk about it over the radio. What do you say we meet for drinks at the White Horse tonight?
Yes, maybe. Everyone's coming over to my house because we have to debrief about some stuff.
Oh, well, I'm on my way back to town from up in Bengal, so I'll just meet you there.
Okay, sounds good.
And you hear the radio squelch out, but then this weird feedback kind of picks up. It's almost like it's like this bassy, atonal, weird chime almost that comes over the radio just for a brief moment. And then the radio cuts out.
Okay.
I
tell Ollie to drop us off near my house because he probably knows where I live. Actually, everybody knows where everyone lives in small towns.
He kind of pulls to the corner there. He says, "Oh, this is you, right? Yeah."
Don't love the fact that you know where I live, but yes.
Oh, come on, give me a little
out
credit.
Of the car.
Oh, hey, boy, just be careful now. People speed around this corner.
The only people I know that speed around this corner is you.
He gives you a wink, pulls a cigarette into his mouth, lights it up. He says, "Go ahead."
I was going to say she rolls her eyes at him.
Everyone else, I would imagine, piles out, or does he continue and drop you guys off?
I think we're all meeting at our place, unless they don't want to hear about what they found out from the other group.
Right.
No, we're all meeting up at your place, yeah.
Yeah.
As you all converge, we'll say that we'll just kind of time skip a little bit here. You all meet at Kate's place in the corner, just south of St. Mary's Church. Going past the church lot, those of you who would be in presumably Gabe's car, you pass by the church, and you notice that in the right lot where the graveyard is, there is a person kneeling, it looks like anyways, next to a gravestone. It appears to be possibly the vicar. He's got his black overcoat on with the white collar. His hair is kempt and slicked back a bit. And you remember him speaking a while back when you first met him about how his sister had tragically passed away. And that he prayed at her grave every day. And you reach Kate's house.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that you don't know that it's the vicar yet.
Yeah. All we just find is just something normal.
Yep. So anyways, you pile out, all gather at Kate's residence. Kate, I guess, describe your home.
Are we all there right now?
I believe so.
Okay.
And Aaron will also pull up within moments of everyone's arrival.
For the most part, it's clean, but it's not tidy. Like there's like papers and case files strewn across tables, like just kind of like what you would expect a workaholic to look like. You can't really see much personal touches because she doesn't have a personal life. Maybe some books here and there, some pictures of her twin brother when they were little, but for the most part, the house kind of looks barely lived in other than just the case files everywhere.
Is it stinky?
No, it's clean. It's clean. It's just, you know.
Smells like cat pee.
Is it October right now?
Yes.
In game?
Yep.
She's got some like pumpkin spice scent, like wallflower thing going on. So you walk in and it smells like pumpkin.
Oh, you basic bitch.
I am.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Damn it.
She's got to bring the USA. She's American, so she's got to bring that to the table.
I bet she's wearing Uggs right now too.
I also imagine that.
Let's go.
Boots.
Okay. Let's see. Well, gathering into Kate's home. Oh, now that I'm back at my computer, I can actually do things with the Roll20 that don't suck.
Nice.
Alright, let's do this. So it is rolling around to evening time at this point. 6 or 7 p.m. we'll call it. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go with 6, just to kind of give it a little bit more light than normal. And you pull into Kate's home. Get out.
Is
and
Aaron
head
getting there
inside.
about the same time?
About the same time, yeah. He'll show up a few minutes after you guys arrive. You'll have already gone inside, and he's obviously been there, so he just lets himself in. And now that you all have gathered, he just kind of opens the door, walks in.
Kate looks over and is like, "Didn't your mother ever tell you to knock?"
Yeah, she did. But do I really need to?
She just laughs.
He walks over. So, how was your day?
Enlightening. She looks over at James.
He says, "Ah,
Yeah. Found some interesting information.
well, spill it. What you got?"
I'll pull out my laptop and show him the files that I found.
Ollie is obviously interested at this point.
Wait, is Ollie there? He left, didn't he?
He left to go do something real quick, but he's coming back.
Oh, okay. I just wanted. I was confused.
Yeah, sorry.
Should we wait for everybody?
Everybody's there, I think.
let's just
Wasn't Aaron the
Ollie's-
last one there?
Aaron was the last one there, yes, but Ollie is he didn't say where he was going, but he
All right. Well, Ollie's
did say
missing
he'll
out
be
then.
back.
I'm gonna take out my laptop and then I'm gonna show him the file that I came across with the video of the vicar.
Okay. Well, as James plays this, this crazy shit unfolds before your eyes, so you're not really sure what to think. In fact, what does everyone think? Say anything?
How is he floating?
Some Hill House shit.
Right?
Some cool CGI work over here.
Yeah, Gay has some facing other confusion.
I mean, when I did my overall check on this file, did it look edited?
No. In fact,
Alright,
now
so
that
this
all
is
of you are
legit.
watching it, roll a spot hidden, please.
Someone's gotta get it.
Hard success.
Hard success. Yes.
Regular success.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go with Kate's.
Failure!
Oh, well,
Wins, yours is better, because yours is the hard.
Oh, okay, let's go with mine then.
We'll go success, hard
Yours is
success,
wicked
extreme success.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Had.
Wicked.
Wicked fucking had.
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah, kid.
Wicked piss out.
Your cousin from Boston.
Don't hate.
Don't hate.
Alright. Ooh, actually, you know what, Quinn? Yours is gonna be just enough. It's almost an extreme, too, which is crazy.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Quinn, as James is playing the video, you see that flicker occur. Everyone sees the flicker. But you swear you see something amidst the distortion behind the vicar.
Is there a way?
That we can slow down the video, like frame by frame, to clear that up?
James?
James?
Yes,
There
I can
is.
definitely do that.
Computer use, please.
Oh no, guys! I don't know if he's gonna pass.
Oh my god. Jeez,
Just
even
barely.
in the 90s, like, just...
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's 3 away from a crit, guys.
I held my
breath and
everything.
It's okay, you guys can call me a nerd.
Watch him like roll a 91.
I know, right? The 91 is like, damn it! I can hack into NORAD and I can't even slow down a video. Alright.
Must be all
Let's
those
see.
MP3s I downloaded off of LimeWire.
You are able to,
Oh, that's an
break
extreme
in.
success.
You are able to break into the overall runtime of the video using an editor. And despite it being encrypted, obviously easy for you, you start to, piece by piece, first off, you go to the approximate time in the length to where you were watching, and then you clip out some parts.
Well, Zeus doesn't hear it.
And then you minimize everything down to that one segment with the vicar. And you begin to stretch it out into a very long length. And then you hit play. And slowly, very slowly, this distortion kind of changes from jutting horizontal lines to a really dark and shadowed octopoid shaped
Oh,
being.
goody.
Right behind him? Or is it like part of him?
Behind him.
So it's almost like he's being influenced.
Controlled.
And Aaron, of course, looks at it. He's like, "So what am I looking at here?"
Your
Is that
guess
an
is as good as
octopus?
mine.
That looks like an octopus.
Well, one thing's for certain: we know that the vicar is part of this.
Question. Do we know about the vicar's like previous life before he was the vicar? Like we know that his sister died, but do we know about how he, when he was like younger, he was into different spiritual things in his college years and explored and traveled and did all that before coming back when his sister died?
Well, I'll tell you what. I am thinking that because he only recently became the vicar, you wouldn't know all that much about him. So we will say that we'll break this down into a very simple percentage chance of knowing. So we're going to do just another no roll, which is education.
For everyone?
Everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, I got a question, Sam. Does the
Yep.
octopus thing...
Oh my god, extreme failure for me.
Does it look like the one that Elizabeth drew?
Yes. And I believe now I can finally reveal it to you if you guys don't mind.
Do it.
Alright, give me a moment.
Was it
Also, I got an extreme success on knowing his past. So apparently Kate's a nosy bitch.
I know nothing.
Jesus
You're probably
fucking
a
Christ.
Psychologist.
Yeah. She's just up there Googling everybody going to the record.
Patient doctor confidentiality, isn't that a thing?
Oh, shit. Tommy knows even more.
What the
How could the two people that
Do I
left
even
town
have to
know the
click?
most?
Deadass.
We
What
both
is
left
happening?
and came back. Well, it's like
Campaign's
you know,
falling
when you leave
apart.
somewhere. You know, when you leave
Listen.
somewhere, and then like you're like, I wonder what that person got up to. So then you Google them. That's probably what happened.
No, but here's the thing, Tommy. Like, if the vicar was doing some shady shit, like Tommy probably knew it because, like, you know,
I feel like you...
Tommy.
Tommy never.
Shady
never
shit just
let
says Tommy's
on.
name.
I feel like you may hear this in a different way than from us. Maybe some stories of a man just like the vicar
This is
around
what
the
it looks
country.
like.
Oh.
Jesus. Oh.
All
Okay.
right.
I love him.
Why
He's
am I
beautiful.
in a tornado?
That'd be looking like
So is it like
piggybacking off of him when he's in
in the stable?
stable?
Pretty much, yeah.
Sucking out his brain.
I can't get over the floating above the ground thing. That makes me think of Hill House.
That was a
one
very
episode-
creepy scene. Oh my god, when the
Tall
kid's
man.
hiding under the bed.
Oh,
Oh, no,
cried.
I cried.
Are you talking about the
Nope.
man, the tall man?
yes.
Yes.
Scared
Yep.
the shit out of me.
Shit out of me. I hated it.
Well,
loved it.
what
Loved
freaked
it.
me the
I
hell
hated
out
it.
was the bent neck lady.
Oh my god, yes. The ending of that, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
That whole
Yeah.
show is just like perfect. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
the
Well,
first.
Follow the House of Usher drops this month.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Let's
watching that as soon as it
go.
comes
We're
out.
Creepy watch party.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down.
Down.
I honestly don't know how we would do that because I think Netflix blocks it if you try to stream it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, unless we all got Netflix. and we
Wasn't
all
there a
fucking
thing on
watch.
Chrome?
An extension.
An extension on Chrome that you can do that, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
We'd look into it.
Yeah. Anyways,
It used to be, I think.
let's see. So
Tommy and
you,
Kate got extreme successes.
let's see here. One moment.
Me and Alphonse have no idea what's going on.
Your
Google skills.
That's
I
where my
really
education
just-
comes from, is Google.
I really just think it's so ironic that the two people that left town and did not grow up with him nor near him know the most.
Hey, you know.
Word
We stay
travels.
Travels.
We stay clueless. We live our mundane lives. We don't care.
We just stalk people. Tommy and Kate.
Yes.
And actually Gabe as well.
Awesome.
Oh.
Sorry, Quinn. This would have been something that would have...
Fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I don't know
I don't know enough.
But you still got a success, so you can still mark it off, even if it wasn't like
That's like a-
success.
That's like a
participation
award.
I don't think we can mark it off because it's like a stat. It's not a skill.
Oh, right. Education. Sorry. Don't mark it off. Disregard what I said.
I'm not doing
I'm not doing anything.
No participation award for you.
No.
Damn it!
make you one.
Okay.
Yes.
Tommy and Kate. His life before coming to Overton was full of turmoil. He had... You remember hearing some people who have been talking to him a lot and getting to know him, talking about how his early childhood was fraught with some pretty strong religious upbringing. He had shied away from it when he got into his teens, and he had decided that religion was not for him. But then he experienced something traumatic to him that caused him to come back to his faith.
Go down very easy.
I don't know.
He had joined some sort of organization, possibly the Peace Corps or some humanitarian aid, and he traveled a lot.
4.5.
During that time, he experienced some stuff. And when he came back, he was a man of faith. He saw the good in things, and he generally had a good sense of community and wanted to make things right for everybody. But then his sister died. And that's when he truly lost any support structure that he had behind his faith. He lost it. I mean, he spiraled. He went into a deep depression, and he even had some drinking problems. He was struggling with the idea of faith and what it's actually wrought throughout his life. And he found solace in the bottle, and he even had a slight stint with drugs. But then he had another moment in his life where he was brought back to his faith. And he was hiking on the, not the Malor Way. He was trying to do what everyone kind of does around this area to prove themselves worthy of being part of that sort of community aspect that all of the towns and cities and larger civilizations in this area like to boast about. That's kind of what the Malor Way is about. It connects all these different communities throughout multiple miles of landscape. And there's always been a strong sense that people are connected in very deep ways, despite living in your own homes and being alone most of the time. So the vicar was hiking along Malor Way, and he was he was kind of posing for a photo. He was with a friend, and he ended up slipping and falling down an embankment into a gorge, a gully, if you will, kind of a very steep, sharp embankment. Very easily could have died, but he didn't. He actually miraculously walked out with, like obviously a few cuts and scrapes and bruises, but no broken bones, just kind of well-to-do, ready to go, as if something had saved him that day. So he came back to the faith, and that's when he decided to become a devout follower of the faith, and he delved deep into his religious studies. He became vicar after working his way up through the seminary, and he now presides over the St. Mary's Church, and he is responsible for a good number of charitable work, and obviously the sermons, performing funeral rites, everything, weddings. He's involved with almost everybody in the town. And if he is somehow being influenced by this Wailer, this shit is huge, and it affects every single person in this town.
Mm-hmm.
So that hits you in the balls, essentially.
Right in the junk.
Kate had a nightmare about Wailer Way, didn't she?
He did. Your brother started walking his way down there. And you know what? Somehow, in your mind, you think that he was trying to help you. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Well, there was a bear.
was a
that-
Can't tell
that
Aaron.
was
Aaron's
that
gonna call her a
dream,
whack
right?
job.
Kate, you're fucking nuts.
He's gonna be like, it's time. I need to have you committed.
It's all tied together.
I don't know if there was a bear in the dream. I just remember him running away and then having to catch up to
I
him.
thought
But
there
it's
was
in the
some
note.
animal, unless I'm mixing it up with.
something
Oh no, the bear is when the vicar said the bear ran past him in the cemetery.
Oh,
Oh, alright, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thoughts so far on how this is going?
That's a great session.
I'm
I just
feeling kind of smart. I'm not gonna lie. This is like the first time in our campaigns that I feel like I'm actually like caught up on what things are going on. Usually
you
I'm
get-
so fucking lost.
I failed
guys
my
are doing
education roll, so I don't know.
You know nothing, James Kaufman.
You guys would make a really good team for a Delta Green campaign. I gotta say, it's going right in that direction.
Let's go.
Let's make it happen.
Segway.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
the thing, I knew what the symbol was. I just didn't know what creature we're gonna use. Funny enough,
Oh, do you
I
know
saw
what it is?
him.
the moon beast.
The Moon Beast.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
the symbol I looked up. Well, not this thing, but way back during the other game. Said this one was like a symbol of the moon beast.
Oh no. Nope, it's not that.
I saw Zim create it.
in Discord.
Yeah,
I saw many variations of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not that.
No spoilers.
Now I'm sitting
Now
here
I'm sitting here
Googling
Googling it.
No. Don't do it.
What, Moon Beast?
Yep.
There's
Yep.
nothing to be seen because
Well-
I'm stealing this information to use as
Funny
my
enough,
own.
And he can
Well,
change
funny
it at
enough-
any point in time if you guys figure it out.
I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna
reading
Start reading that book
got,
that you got, Jeff.
I'm gonna
Oh, no,
find.
It doesn't
out-
have-
something.
It doesn't have that many monsters in it, though.
Are you, bro?
But see, when I looked up the symbol
Come on,
way
you're
back,
bringing
it
your
didn't
brother.
pertain
I
to
do, I
one
do.
single creature. It pertained to a whole bunch of creatures.
I would say try not to think of the symbol as any sort of contextual piece of evidence.
Oh, I know. I'm just like, oh heck, if this is gonna be one of those things.
I just chose it because it literally looks like a mouth screaming.
True.
And
I
things
like
are
it.
coming out.
I like it a lot. Question: where can I find the link to the recordings and stuff, just for future reference? Because my AD was ADD in today, and I pretty much wrote down like the ending, but other than that, I just have bits and
Yeah,
pieces in my notes.
I will share that out in the discussion post channel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Real spicy was acting up.
It
What I
really
have
was.
That's
It's been
me
acting up all day.
Every day.
Episode 9. The Wailer. Eternal. Okay.
And just so you know, when I share that link, that has all the recordings in it from previous sessions, so you're welcome to check any of them out.
Oh, so I could probably check out the last one too, because there's a part I missed in the last one, but then Elizabeth and I were like, I think it's just RP. Not exactly sure.
And there you go. Yeah.
Excuse my terrible microphone quality. I still haven't managed to like nail down like the proper settings for my streaming stuff.
You're good.
Someday we won't be sitting right next to each other either.
Yeah.
So I will
me too.
say, actually, now that we're making good headway, this is not particularly atypical of a normal Call of Cthulhu campaign or sort of an arc. Things moving this quickly and things being solved and you moving everything forward. I would say I did the first iteration, not iteration, but first campaign with Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Maybe a little bit wrong. I was thinking too much of D&D and how I thought things should be structured. But after reading the Keeper's Handbook as well as other things multiple times, it's become clear to me that obviously this is a completely different game and I need to approach it differently.
And everything is a learn as you go thing.
Yep.
I just think too, the last campaign we were constantly about fighting about what to do because nobody wanted to split up the party, and so we would like sit there the whole session being like, what do we want to do?
You treated it as a literal horror where like if you were to go outside you'd die. It's funny.
Yeah, we really did. We were like at the hospital, and then from the hospital we went to that little private like getaway rich house, and then we were like, okay, but things were happening outside. It wasn't like this where it was all kind of like in your head. Like things were literally fighting us everywhere we fucking went.
I think we were just scared of the whole mind control thing happening at any point.
True. Yeah. So for the first campaign, the entity that was after everybody and trying to change everything was the King in Yellow.
It was rough.
Oh
Who
man,
is a
I keep seeing like I see his. I follow a couple of like different Cthulhu posts on Facebook, and like they kind of like reference that in some points, but there's really not a lot of information on him.
And crazy was.
Go ahead.
I say crazy was also picking up magic tomes left and right. We were reading stuff which was making us go mad, which then was also causing us to be really bad at rolls. So we were missing a bunch of our rolls.
So the King in Yellow actually is not an H.P. Lovecraft product. It is a Robert W. Chambers product. He
that
added
was
to the Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, he was the second or the third kind of generation of it.
Actually, he came before Lovecraft.
Oh.
He started writing most of his stuff before Lovecraft was even a notable one. Even then, he wasn't that notable. So what happened was he was inspired by Robert W. Chambers and added on to those things, sort of created the Cthulhu mythos inspired by Robert W. Chambers. But Robert W. Chambers wrote one of his triumphant works was The King in Yellow, which is an entity
Goes crazy.
that lives and rules lives upon and rules an area that is amidst the cosmos, a moon of a planet somewhere. I think it's Aldebaran that it's called.
Is there Adventure Time? There's a play on that with the man in the yellow hat.
There is a book in the real world. It's kind of a play, a script of a play, so to speak. And the play is titled The King in Yellow. When people read it, they become subject to this being's will and his influence. And it can cause them to go mad, attack people, believe things that aren't true, just like totally change their lives and manipulate them in the way that he wants them to be manipulated. And that includes making them see things that aren't there, making them do things they would never do, and ultimately just ruining their lives just to get fun out of it.
Also, we were like in the middle of a battle of the cosmos because it was King in Yellow versus Hastur, I think it was.
Hastur is a King in Yellow. That's his real. Yeah, King in Yellow is Hastur's avatar. But
who was the one that somebody else wanted us?
Cthulhu's his half brother.
Cthulhu, yeah, and Cthulhu wanted us to join him against Hastur. It was a fun time.
Yeah, you'll see that in the lore, Jeff. That Hastur's just the true god behind the King in Yellow, and Cthulhu is his half brother.
Oh, that's interesting.
Heck, even down to the elemental symbols are opposites.
Yep.
Hastur somehow being an air one, while Cthulhu being water.
Yep. Interesting stuff. The mythos is extensive, and the information on a lot of these entities is quite disturbing.
Yep. Now, if you want a destructive entity, Lethotep. I think I'm saying that right. That one is
near Lethotep. Yeah, it's a. See, that's kind of where I wanted to potentially go with certain things within Delta Green.
Yeah. Or just to say, this entity, unlike the other ones, loves to just destroy the one that's just for the love of it. Other entities, you could care less. Him, he does it for fun. Just murder, burning, destroying.
Sounds like my cat.
Everything.
Nice.
Cat's destructive.
But funny enough, I think some of the lore is he is slightly based within the Egyptian culture. So it goes.
The other thing is, before we officially end here, any future games that we do, we're probably not going to use Chronica.
Okay.
Sounds game.
We're going to use Legend Keeper because it's amazing.
Got it.
But thanks for stopping by, everybody. Glad to have a session after so long.
I know, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Girl, what's your problem?
And then, tell Mia to check out her tits.
What?
What?
Sorry.
Oh, this is Lily. Lily just bit me. That's what's happening. She just
Oh,
bit
well,
my
tell
fucking-
Lily to be a.
She bit my hand. I was just
Calm your
sitting
tits,
here.
Lily.
Fucking
You're getting
ginormous.
into
Getting into Fortnite talk. John.
That's true. Yeah, we gotta stop.
Girly pop. She
All right,
purrs
On
while
that
biting
note, I'm
me.
ending the stream.
Would anybody like a free cat? I'm getting rid of her for free.
I'm allergic.
I'm allergic.
No.
I am too.
That's
I take
ironic.
allergy medicine every day.
So you
Oh,
pay the
no.
shipping.